lahat gagawin ko, isakripisyo ko lahat, tapos isurrender ko kay God. Kasi last Olympics ko na to. Kasi hindi tayo forever na atleta.
That's goosebumps. Goosebumps. Yeah, literally goosebumps right now. Whew. Hi, Ate Hidilyn.
Hello! Kumusta, EJ? Kumusta
Okay
dyan
naman.
sa
Kayo po,
Italy?
kamusta dyan?
Oh,
Okay naman po. Kayo po dyan.
okay naman. Ilang months ka na dyan sa Italy?
1 year mahigit na. Hindi ko na
1
binibilang.
Ako din eh. Pero hindi mo
I see.
in-expect na magtagal ka dyan?
No. In line to that, I actually received a card from Detox, from Puso Pilipinas. And there's a question for me and you po. So the question would be is, if COVID did not exist, how would 2020 have looked like for you and me? You know, like how would your 2020 would have been?
Parang hirap sagutin, no? Sa totoo lang, siguro yung 2020 ko, baka ako siguro napanalo ko na yung gold medal sa Olympics. Tapos more on inspirational events sa mga bata. Ayun nga. COVID happened. Ikaw?
I don't know. To be honest, wala akong expectation during that time. You know, I just know it's gonna be the biggest stage of my career. You know, that's what I've been working for since I was young. You know, I started as a kid. You know, I think athletics, the biggest stage would be Olympics for our event. You know, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, but I just know that it's gonna be crazy good, and you know, hopefully something very memorable, you know, something that I would never forget for the rest of my life. For sure, nasa Pilipinas ako ngayon.
Oo nga, no?
Then, you know, after Olympics, after all that, how do you say, like just zoning in, you know, I want to take a break, like a month off, you know, just focusing on my family, myself, you know, just kind of enjoying my life somehow.
Ilang years ka nang nag-prepare for Olympics?
I'll say, I mean, I tried sa Rio, so I didn't make it during that time. So then after that, 2017, I got injured. Then during that time, you know, that was the time that, that was the time that it really struck me a little bit. You know, if I don't try, I feel I was gonna regret it for the rest of my life. So I think I would say that's when I actually started, not just physical training, you know, like mentally I was like, okay, 2020 would be where I want to be debuting my Olympic Games. So, and then during the time, there's actually like a small, you know, may maliit na, if I don't make it, I think I'm done with the sport because, you know, I torn a ligament. I'm not sure if I can actually come back. So
Nag-comeback ka. Yun ang maganda.
yeah.
Idol eh.
Sorted.
Ako din eh, dati nagka-injury ako. Pero siguro nagbigay sa akin ng motivation na bumalik sa weightlifting is nung 2012, kung di mo alam na did not qualify ako sa Olympics. Hindi ko nagawa yung best ko. 3 attempts din. So nasiro ako sa clean and jerk. So hindi ko nagawa. So sabi ko hindi, babawi ako sa Rio. So ngayon, after Rio, okay, babawi ako. Okay talaga na may goal ka. Kasi kung wala kang goal, magsa-stuck ka talaga, no?
Yeah, exactly. Pero tama po, no, 4 na Olympics na po yung nasalihan nyo.
Yes,
Wow.
hopefully, 4 na.
That's a dream.
Diba, na postpone yung Olympics. Pero sa tingin ko, mas advantage yun sa atin ngayon eh. Ako kasi nakapag-prepare ako. Naging mas malakas ako ngayon. Ikaw ba? Naging mas malakas ka ngayon? Mas magaling?
I think more consistent, especially with the indoor season. You know, like I was able to jump my best at least 2-3 times in a span of 2 weeks. So I think that's really, really helpful for me as well, against all odds.
Siguro yung advantage sa atin, no, hindi tayo nag-stop kahit nag-lockdown dyan sa Italy. Alam ko medyo parang,
That's true.
di ba parang yung anxiety mo rin nung nag-lockdown sa Italy, medyo mataas. Ako din dito eh. Hindi ko alam kung saan ako magte-training, saan ako matutulog, di namin alam kung saan kasi Malaysia nga to.
Hindi mo alam kung ano yung mangyayari for the rest of the year. And, you know, being a foreigner in a foreign land, you're a little bit paranoid. And yung passport ko actually during that time expiring in September. So I'm not like, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's like, holy.
Ano yung mga sakripisyo mo sa Olympics?
So one is like, I feel this is like my second chance. I remember when I injury ako nung 2017, 3 days after surgery, back on gym work, I was on crutches and I went through hell. I really went through hell, and I said, okay, when I get back on my knees, be able to stand, I want to give it my all. I didn't know that it was gonna be this tough going into Olympics. There are a lot of things, unforeseen hindrances. Especially this COVID. Who would have known, I'll be stuck here for a year, one more year. I haven't seen my family for a long
namimiss
time.
ko na rin. Kare-kare.
It's tough. It's a journey.
Sisig.
Yeah.
Lechon.
Sa tingin ko dapat magsulat ako ng libro para dun sa rami ng sacrifices.
Totoo.
I think you know that better than me, So.
Pero sa tingin ko school din, no? Nag-stop ka rin sa school?
Yes po. I stopped back in 2019 after I qualified for Tokyo because I wanted to focus. I needed to actually stay in Italy for a longer period of time.
Hindi, kasi ako din, nag-aaral ako. Nag-stop ako nung 2010 for Asian Games. Tapos nun, nag-stop ako, tuloy-tuloy talaga yun. Tapos, nag-aral ako 2016 ulit sa Benil. Tapos, nag-stop ako 2019 din. Kasi sabi ng coach ko, Olympics kasi once in a lifetime lang yan na magkakaroon ka ng chance na makapag-qualify, makapaglaro at manalo. So, kailangan magsakripisyo ka talaga. Sayang yung opportunity. Tapos, yung disiplina, kailangan yung pagkain, di ba? Sakripisyo sa pagkain. Ang hirap. Ramdam kita. Ramdam kita. Ganun din ako. Gustong-gusto kong kumain, tapos siguro yung recovery din. Kasi dati talaga tamad ako mag-stretching, tamad ako mag-warm up, pero ngayon, kailangan ko mag-warm up, kailangan ko mag-stretching after training, tapos kailangan kong magbigay ng oras for recovery day. Tapos, yung tulog, kailangan, tapos yung consistency sa training.
I think talking about sacrifices, I think that's part of it. Like we actually sacrifice our health and well-being when you're doing sports to actually be, one of the best in the world. You're pushing your body to the limits, keeping your body fat like very lean, controlling everything, lifting always 100%. Where I don't think the body is built for that, but that's what we do. That's why.
Yun ang kaibahan talaga, no, ng elite athlete.
Yeah.
No matter what, we have to do our best. Kahit sa training, kahit sa competition. Naintindihan kita dun sa injury Nung 2014, nung nagka-injury ako, dun mo na-realize na,
that's true.
Mahal ko pala tong sports na to. Ito yung buhay ko, tapos hindi ko gagawin yung best ko. Binigyan ako ng chance, so, ayun. Gusto ko mag-perform ng yung best ko, gawin yung best ko.
True. I get that. Yeah, just wondering, you've represented Philippines in multiple international competitions, more than me. Is it worth it?
Para sa akin, yes. Kasi binibigyan ako ng direction as an athlete. Sa'yo ba? Ganon din ba?
I don't know. Hindi ko pa alam. So first time, it's gonna be my Olympic debut. So we'll see. I don't really know how I would be afterwards or before. I don't know. I'm just trying to train and prepare myself for whatever it will be somehow. So I'm very excited to be there. But at the same time, I'm still very, how do you say? I'm still very kind of curious. Exactly who. Okay, we'll see what happens, what it is. Yeah, but I think one thing's for sure, it's gonna be once in a lifetime kind of.
Yes.
Just a question, like, what do you mean Olympics gave you some kind of direction? Like, I kind of still lingering in my head, so I'm just wondering, how does that give you direction?
Yung sa akin kasi, yung Olympics na nagbibigay sa akin ng like long-term goals. Every 4 years may Olympics. So ayun nga, as an athlete, we need goals. Hindi pwede na bara-bara lang, training lang, train hard, train hard. Pero kung wala tayong goals, minsan nawawalan tayo ng motivation. Nagtatanong tayo, bakit tayo magte-training, di ba? Ano yung why ko? Ako, parati kong sinasabi pag, hindi, may Olympics. Pag pagod na ako, parang, may Olympics. Yun ang parati kong sinasabi sa sarili ko.
Similar. May mga time na yung workout, alam ko beforehand pa, yung workout papatay na. Sigurado nasasahig ako mamaya din. Baka sumusuka pa ako. So sabi ko, yun yung mga araw na minsan kailangan ko tanongin yung sarili ko, ba't ko ginagawa to? Yeah, that's when, as you said, Olympics kind of helps, when there's Olympics, you kind of push yourself a little bit more than normal. When everything kind of goes smoothly, when the Filipino people are cheering you, sometimes that kind of helps you out, to be able to actually be motivated every single day. You step on the track, you step on the weightlifting room, you do your 100%. That's how you're gonna perform at your best when comes competition day, I think.
Yung paniniwala ko rin, bakit ako parating nasa isolation training together with my team na hindi ko kaya mag-isa. Hindi, alam mo yung kaya mag-isa na manalo. Kailangan natin ng team behind us. Kailangan natin ng coaches, kailangan ng guidance, no?
Yeah, I agree. And especially yung team, we're doing individual sports. What we mean by team, yung mga taong kasama natin din. Kasi, I can depend on them. I can trust them to do their job.
Kailangan talaga may trust.
I just do mine. I trust them with my life, especially my coach. He's 75 years old and he's still, pushing. So that helps. If you don't trust your team, it's hard.
At ang pinag-usapan natin dito, Olympics yung preparation towards Olympics. Kailangan yung taong nasa likod natin ay yung taong pinagkakatiwalaan natin, magaling, tapos tutulungan tayo na ma-reach yung dream natin. Ito yung mga achievement natin towards Olympics or kung manalo man tayo sa Olympics. Tingin mo, paano natin maitutulong yung sports natin, paano natin na ma-increase yung awareness ng sports natin sa Pilipinas?
I don't know. Maybe I'm still a bit selfish, but I still have no idea how I wanna. No. I mean, like as an athlete, I still don't know how I'm gonna be able to, inspire and motivate. Sa akin, I just wanna share, parang yung experience ko as an athlete and what it has given me. I think there's a different kind of learning in sport in some shape or form. It teaches you, it shows your character, your weaknesses, and how to kind of deal with it. I don't know how I can use that to promote my sport or my event locally, but I'm trying to, just to be honest right now, I'm just trying to focus on being in the Olympics.
Pero sa tingin mo, may sumusunod sa'yo or may na-influensyahan ka namang ibang atleta sa athletics?
Right now, sa SEA Games, dalawa kaming pole vaulter during the SEA Games from Philippines. He's 16 or 17 and he's already jumping 480, 490. So, I think that's a really big jump. I think at that age, way back before me, there was nobody jumping that, like at that age. If I'm just gonna be like what I want Philippines to be one of the, when you say pole vaulting, in Asia, Philippines is one of the best. I want that to happen, but I don't know how I can make that happen yet.
Yung sa akin naman, sa weightlifting kasi, being there na representing Philippines and weightlifting sa Olympics, malaking bagay na yun Kahit na mahirap yung journey natin, pinapakita ko pa rin na tayong mga Pilipino, magaling talaga. Pero after winning nung Rio Olympics, nung nandun na yung medal, na-realize ko na hindi lang talaga siya medal, may responsibility din. Kasi after Olympics talagang maging public figure ka. Kahit saan ka pupunta, kilala ka, and you have the responsibility sa lalong-lalo na sa mga kabataan. Sa mga Filipino fans natin na nakikinig sa atin ngayon, na mabigyan sila ng kasiyahan, konting kasiyahan na at maipakita natin na tayong mga Pilipino kaya nating lumaban, tayong mga Pilipino athlete kahit na mahirap yung sitwasyon natin, lumalaban tayo. Kagaya nila, kahit mahirap yung sitwasyon nila ngayon, nasa pandemic natin lahat, hindi tayo sumusuko dahil Pilipino tayo. Siguro, yung purpose ko kasi kaya ako nandito pa rin naglalaro. Kasi yun nga, gusto ko talaga na maraming Pilipino na papasok sa weightlifting, mag-try sila ng weightlifting, and hoping na after ng career ko, maging officials ako sa weightlifting na para mas maraming, alam mo, matulungan. At hoping na pag nakapasok sa palarong pabasa, nakapasok sa UAP, may mga scholarship yung mga bata.
That's a big dream but very achievable. That's really nice. For us kasi, so when we compete, sometimes there are kids, you know, I have my number and sometimes they ask for it and they ask for autographs and stuff. That feels really nice, and I just know that back in 2018, I was coming back from an injury. I competed indoors. And there was this one Polish kid, out of the blue, he was like asking for my number, my bib number. And then I gave it to him and he was like, oh, thank you very much. And then the next two years, 2019, I actually saw him competing in his home city. And I was like, wow, this is, you know, that's something so heartwarming.
Na hindi mo alam na may na-influensyahan ka pala, di ba? Yun ang maganda sa sports.
Just a question, I think someone told me before na this might be your last Olympic Games. So just pondering, like, how does that even fathom? Like, you know, you've been in the sport for a really long time and now you're gonna say, okay, I think this will be my last year. Ano yung pakiramdam, like, deep inside, how does that impact you as an athlete, you know, as a person? You know, it's tough to say that, okay, this is gonna be my last.
Sa totoo lang mahirap. Nung last year, parang iniisip ko na, overthinking na ako eh. Sabi ko, after nung Olympics, ano na mangyayari? Tapos nag-postpone. Tapos ngayon, kailangan kong tanggapin na medyo tumatanda na ako. At saka sa sports, at sa sports at being athlete, hindi ka forever dyan eh. Kailangan tanggapin na magre-retire ka rin, mag-ship ka, maging sports official, maging coach ka, o mag-retire ka talaga, totally sa sports. Pero yung maganda, nagawa mo yung best mo. Kaya gusto, if ever na maging ito yung last ko, gusto ko gawin yung best eh. Alam mo naman, pag last, di ba, ginagawa mo yung best mo. Parang last attempt to eh. Last attempt sa sports mo. Ako parang last attempt, last Olympics ko na to. Kaya kailangan i-push ko, ibuga ko, lahat gagawin ko, isakripisyo ko lahat, tapos i-surrender ko kay God. Kasi last Olympics ko na to. Kasi hindi tayo forever na atleta.
That's goosebumps. Yeah, literally goosebumps right now. Whew. It's one heck of a journey. I think, yeah, you know, it's a nice thing to actually be able to share the stories and someone who actually understands. I think you understand me more than anyone else, you know. You've been through this multiple times, you know.
Kayang-kaya mo yan, EJ. Kahit ako, minsan ayoko maniwala na nandito na malapit na yung Olympics. Di ba parang, last year lang na-postpone eh, sobrang sakit. Tapos ngayon maglalaro na ako, so sobrang excited na ako.
I think we've been talking for quite some time.
Yeah, kailangan na natin
It's already too late.
May training ka pa ata eh.
Yeah, exactly. In a few hours. I have time. I think you need some rest too, ate.
Kailangan ko nang kumain.
You're competing soon, right?
Yes.
Kumain, no?
Oo.
So, I guess I'll see you soon. And hopefully, I'll see you in Tokyo.
See you sa Tokyo 2020. Galingan mo. Paniwalaan mo sarili mo.
Same to you, ate, of course. Of course. Thank you. Same to you, ate. And maraming salamat. Thank you for accepting my call. And have a good night. And enjoy your dinner.
God bless you, ah.
Thank you.
Enjoy your training and do your best.
Same to you.
Naniniwala
Thank
kami
you
sa'yo.